Hey there. My name is Rob Hinkle, and I'm really just beyond thrilled to be bringing my friend Jimmy Stewart to you this evening. And let me do that right now, actually. Click. Like so. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Hey man, it is so good to see you. I had to figure out which camera.
I know,
So
we
we're
were sort of making
listen.
this up as we go along, right up to the last second, and it's like,
That's that's how you do it. Feel our pain.
We got Bridget out there already sharing. Thank you so much. Roscoe Bino is saying, do what you do, man. And there's no wiser words than that.
Oh,
Andrew Hang tuned in. Thank you so much. If the first thing you can do tonight is click the share button on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook
yes.
or however you're tuned in this evening, that's a huge help. Now, Jimmy's got this whole list of things that he thought, like, you could ask me about this, we could talk about this, we could do a little bit of this.
It's called prep.
It's called prep. But man, I'm about to throw the prep right out the window because really what I want out of life is just I want his music. I've had a day. Debbie, I bet Debbie's had a day. We've all had a day. It's been a Saturday. A Saturday can be
Hey
quite a
Debbie,
day. So let's just start off with some music.
man, let's
Maybe the
do
title
that.
track from your first album.
You bet. Just left it beautiful, man. Thanks. That's a good recommendation. I think I'll do that.
It's called Prep.
Yes, it is. Hey, folks, thanks for joining in on this Saturday evening as we get ready for some more white stuff coming. I'm looking forward to that. If you're a snow lover like me, and with that, it just makes it just left it beautiful. So, title track. Here we go. How's that?
Very nice. Very nice.
Larry's trying to be really quiet.
What's that?
Larry's cheering silently behind me, so that was pretty awesome.
Nice. I'm so glad that Larry's there to help out with the cameras and everything like that. We've got this other camera running around, and I'm realizing why we had this set up so you're going to talk almost exclusively from one, because that's where your sound's coming from. So I can't, we gotta keep this one floating around.
Yeah, why not?
We have a wonderful cavalcade of humanity already appearing in your comments. Roscoe Bino,
awesome.
I will send you a YouTube and a link in a sec. Debbie's, giving her the applause, and we got Vicky saying it sounds
Debbie.
great.
Hi, Vicky. I love all
Vicky?
the farm pics. I do know Vicky, yeah.
Nice.
She's a singer. She climbs down buildings, and she takes pictures of her farm and posts them on Facebook all the time.
Nice.
Just beautiful stuff.
Debbie, if you need a friend who takes pictures of farms and climbs down your buildings, you've got a farm. Maybe she needs. I don't know. Does that work together? I don't even know.
It might be.
Verdi Scott. We got Scotty McDonald in Baltimore.
Verdi Scott. That's my mom's.
And this
Hi,
is
Mom.
wonderful. Check this out. Scotty McDonald from Baltimore says, "Hey, Jimmy, my good friend Dougie Wells Cochran, who is a wonderful member of our community, met with me today, and as soon as I heard your music playing in the car, I had to ask who it was. He encountered you today. He told me about you, and I looked you up immediately. Love your style. Look forward to the show."
Excellent. Thanks, Scotty.
Nice.
Yeah, Dougie's a good dude, man. Love that guy.
For those of you who are just meeting Jimmy, jimmyplaysguitar.com is where you're going to find all the information you could possibly need to find out about him. And really important for tonight, all of us musicians have lost all of our gigs and everything like that. jimmyplaysguitar.com/tip-jar. You'll find that as a link right off of his website there. And if you've got something you can throw in there, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Tip here.
Not required. Always appreciated.
Always appreciated.
Absolutely.
So, a song about floating in space.
Sure.
I'm so curious about that. Like, I think I've known that for a long time, but I don't know that you said that necessarily out loud. And I'm sort of really excited to feel that when you do it this time.
Obviously I've never floated in space, but this is what I think it would sound like if I did. Just take a deep breath, hold it in for a few seconds as you rise off the planet and just float out into space.
And if people wanted to find this song online, where would they find it?
Oh, yeah. You can find it. It's on every streaming platform. Just search my name or my albums, Just Left It Beautiful or Blackberry Winter. It's on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, iHeartRadio. It's everywhere.
Try to make it easy. Yeah.
I know. You gotta take advantage of the internet, and I put it everywhere. It's even on YouTube. But if you like to own the CDs, you can get them right from my website. So that would be cool too. I really like that part.
And you will not lick, you will not cough on, you will clean each of the CDs before they get mailed out. We are conscious. And
hermetically sealed, no licking of envelopes. It's all very sterile packaging once it leaves my house.
Perfect. Well, take me to the sterile environments of floating in space.
You bet, man. The name of the song is called Apogee.
stunning, as always.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I can't wait till we get back into venues and you actually hear the applause a little bit after the song. It's weird. It's still to this day ending the song, and it's just like, oh, I guess it was okay.
You say that. I had the opportunity to do one of my first gigs in front of not many people, but we were doing a show at a college just yesterday, and there was enough crew that it felt like an audience. So it was actually confusing. Do I talk to the camera or do I talk to the audience? And when there was clapping, it actually was kind of like disconcerting at first. But, you get the clap emojis and people are jumping in there and being like, oh, love it, very nice, enjoying the show.
Oh, yeah.
Clap, clap, clap. Scotty McDonald's like, he's got it in there. So you sort of get that. The thing I didn't realize I was going to miss as much is people nodding along. People just nodding along. Yeah, you better leave that up there because I can't hear you when you turn that down.
I was going to attempt to tune here real quick. But.
Oh, gotcha. So I do want to give a shout out to myself because
you do that.
The way we met was through Rob's open mics, through my open mic, and we've got a huge number of people from that open mic community who are tuned in right now.
Really?
And it's just really awesome to see y'all greeting each other in a different format. Chris is saying hi to Ron, is saying hi to Roscoe, is saying hi to Ray Fortin is one of our old open micers from when we were in person, and Dougie's out there. So I'm so grateful for that. It keeps us fresh. It keeps us writing. You've been making new stuff, right?
I have a lot of new music, and I think that's one of the positive effects of not having the community anymore. Is just having more time in my day to be able to practice. And you can't write new songs if you don't have a guitar in your hand. At least for me, anyway. So. It's been, I think, a bit of a renaissance. And, I want to give a shout out to Rob's Open Mics because, we were talking about just the other day that, where a lot of venues or things that occurred in the music world before just kind of shut up and ended, you found a way to continue to make it happen, to get all of the same people online, Rob. You created something out of nothing with your open mics, and now that thing is like worldwide. People signing in. I couldn't even get a spot this Monday for it.
Well, we've heard enough of you. We're going to get you this Saturday anyways.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. I figured take a break, let go.
And you're always welcome. You play under the credits at the beginning or something like that.
Of course, man. You know that. I'll be there.
So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and shut off the camera on the laptop, and we're just going to use the phone camera for a little while.
Okay.
And that way, I'll just be able to focus a little bit closer. I know Chris was really excited about this camera. Like Larry leaned in for a sec, and he leaned in for a moment. We got up close to you, and then we backed out just enough to have the perfect amount of space for people's comments. Oh, not comments about me. I'm sorry. Here, comments from other people. We're just.
Oh yeah.
Excellent, so new songs. This next one's a new song, right?
This is a very new song. This is called Toe in the Sand, and it's got a bit of a beachy Caribbean feel to it, and it's happy. I love playing it. It just makes me smile when I play it, puts me in a good mood, and I hope it does the same for you. So with that, we will get started on Toe in the Sand. Yeah, I love it. Larry's clapping too, quietly. Did that song make you happy, Rob?
It fills me with joy, man.
Yeah, I kind of want a pina colada, something or another, after I play that. Just feels
I'm not
right.
a believer in coconut. However, tequila's my drink, and that's a pretty tropical sound there. Okay, so Dougie is actually giving us some requests. Dougie's got, I want to hear simpatico out there. And that's a good point. If anyone has requests out there, please throw them in the comments. If you throw down with a Freebird or anything like that, I'll send the phone spiders after you. We'll deal with that physically.
Keep looking at the wrong camera, Rob.
Sorry, man. That's okay.
It's all right. No worries.
Here. Oh, let's close it. Oh, bring it in a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I am.
There we go. Yeah. If there's anything important, like Dougie's clapping, Debbie's clapping, Scotty's clapping, I'll let you know.
Of course you will. Sounds good.
So, I know simpatico's already in the set list. You're good to go with that. So
I
we'll
sure
see if
am,
anything
yeah.
turns up that surprises you. So, yeah, that's asking for requests. I'm going down this little list here, making sure everything's under control. I grabbed a guitar, though, because I think that's coming up next.
That is coming up next. This is a song, Our Best Day. It's off my second album. And since Rob and I get to hang out at his open mics, he just picked his guitar up one day and started playing along with me. And it's hard to play this song without Rob being within earshot. So this is something I just love doing, playing it live. And I love that we're close enough or have good enough internet, or probably a little both, that allows us to do this online simultaneously. So I know a lot of people can't do that. So if you guys are internet savvy, then you'll definitely understand the challenges of trying to do something like this live. So you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Here we go. This is called Our Best Day. Nice. Thank you, Rob. That turned out really good, man. I always love sharing the stage, man. It's just the best.
We're going to get to do that in April.
Yes, we are. April 24th.
For freaking real.
For real, on a stage together. I am so looking forward to that, man. I can't wait to be on stage with you guys and open for you and all that good stuff. That's going to be an epic, wonderful day.
I broke it to the organizer today that we're going to have to like add a couple channels because we're not going to, we're going to overlap. We're going to get to play at the same time. We're going to play together. It's going to be awesome. Well, we've got more new music coming up next, right?
Yes, we do. This is a new song that I have been working on, and it's still even going. It's called Blue Indigo, and it's about, when I was a kid growing up in Florida, I used to chase black snakes, and every once in a while you get to come across one. It's black, but it shines iridescent, and they're like unicorns, so I used to chase them around. But those things can get up to like 9 feet long.
How are they like unicorns, man?
Well, they're rare. Blue indigos,
okay.
Yeah. In a world of 100 black snakes, you might find one blue indigo.
Give us, where did you physically write this? Like when you write, where are you? What are you doing? You just sit with your guitar in this beautiful, this is your sunroom or something? But
we spend a lot of time on the internet these days, and I had been watching probably some YouTube videos, and then I went down the blue indigo rabbit hole. And
that's what happened to the rabbits.
It is, yeah. It's funny how those disparate things just kind of merge one day. And I had been working on some riffs, and this one had been around for a while, but it wasn't. It never finished because I just never knew what direction to take with it. But as soon as I married it with the image of a black snake crawling through the bush, then that was like the inspiration I needed just to carry the song forward. And it's still growing. I added new parts to it today, so I'm excited to play it for you guys.
Awesome. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Blue Indigo.
I will, man.
Blue Indigo.
You go, girl.
No, the Indigo Girls are a band. It's, never mind. Just forget it. I fucked
Sure. No worries. No, I like the Indigo Girls. That's good stuff. If they're blue indigo, that means they have an obstruction in their... Oh, wait, we won't go there. Blue indigo, here you go. All right.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
Extra points to Larry for getting up in on that one. That was
Yeah.
that benefited greatly from being like, yeah.
Larry,
Zooming in.
Larry's an incredible friend. He drives down from Pennsylvania, stays at the house. I do feed him, so that's always a plus. But he drove down, helped me out with my camera work this evening, so that we can try to give you a little more of a dynamic instead of just looking into a webcam type of thing. So I appreciate that.
While
Good
you're on
friend
the
of mine.
subject of the visual, I don't know that we're getting the full effect of that sign right now, but you've got a lot of visual stuff planned coming up, right? Like you
Yes.
have dreams.
I have dreams. I really do. But I'm not sure I have the technical knowledge to get it there. But I had saw something called AR projection, and it's a machine you can buy, and it maps a shape, and then you can outline those shapes on your computer, and then you can cast effects into it. Let's see if Larry can get the camera. Yeah, go ahead, Larry. Larry's going to shut one of the lights off here. And it's just a button on the pole. If you find it, it's just a touch button. If you find it, there you go. You found it. And you can see that I mapped my Jimmy Stewart sign. Normally, this is a very static sign. I don't know if it's coming in there or not, but
We can see a little bit of the check marks and things like that for a moment there. Actually, maybe
Yeah.
Larry can come in on the sign for us.
yeah, Larry, why don't you pull that camera off and try to come into that sign? I'll see if I
You
can
fed
get
him,
some-
right? You better make him work.
Yeah, I fed him. He doesn't have a problem with that. There. Now you should be able to see it a little
It's a
better.
really subtle effect, and yeah, you can see a little bit of the shifting colors and things like that. It was a little bit
Yeah.
evident earlier when we realized it was too dark for Jimmy's face. So,
There we
man.
go.
Now I'm getting distracted because you can just barely make out all the dog toys, and I'm sort of interested in that too. But let's not
Yeah.
go there.
Well, you know Lolly. He's got his toys.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There it goes. It's shifting colors and stuff.
Yeah, and so I got it middle of last week. I didn't have a chance to mess with it all week. So I sat out here Thursday night, got it hooked up, tried to figure out how to make it work, and we did. And that's the first thing I was able to get to go with it. So I'm pretty excited with it. But this is just an example of the larger idea of developing an entire stage production that has all of the video and the effects like that, but on a stage backdrop, and that is coming. I will find a way to make all that happen. So you can follow me on Facebook at Jimmy Plays Guitar or Jimmy Stewart on Facebook, and I'll absolutely be uploading videos and posts that kind of shows you how all that transforms and what it looks like. I actually made a scale model of the stage with a little wooden guy sitting in there holding a guitar, so that everything's to scale, so I can basically design on a desktop and then transition to a full-size stage. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bring all of my music friends. I can record them doing parts and bring them on stage with me virtually, playing their part, like you on our best day, to be able to sit and enjoy playing to each other.
I
like
think
that.
that's
So,
really weird, but it's going to be so cool.
It is,
we live in
man.
the future.
yeah.
So this next song off your second album, a song about the end of winter and letting go, is a
Yes.
request from Dougie, actually.
Yeah, Dougie recently found some of my music and has told me that Simpatico is his favorite song, which earns him points because that is also my wife's favorite song. Is Simpatico, so that kind of works out for me anyway. I enjoy playing it. This song is about the end of winter and letting go of all of that coldness and rolling into spring. my whole second album ended up more or less being about the weather. And I didn't intend it to be. It just kind of worked out that way. That's what it was all about. Just the changing of the seasons and one season passing and one coming. So simpatico.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. Let's try that again. I got my head on right now.
I'm listening to you way louder than I ought to be right now.
How's this? You just
How
have
is
your
this? I just have things turned up. No,
you have your headphones on.
I have my headphones on, yeah, and I'm turned up real loud. Ron Smith has given the applause because hopefully he's listening to you too loud too. So, you work hard at the sound of your guitar. We did a little bit of work with mics and stuff like that as well, but there's a lot of secret sauce that goes into your playing and the iPad behind you and everything like that. And one of the things I really love about your soundscaping is that we spend a lot of time not in front of your guitar, not over by your fretboard, not over here. I feel that we often are listening to you from inside the guitar. Tell us about
thank you.
Some of your tools and your setup there, and don't get too nerdy because I don't know that everybody cares, but I know there's some nerds out there that we'd like to know more.
Oh no, absolutely. There's always at least one or two people every time I play out that want the full tutorial on how and why I use the things that I use. So sure. This is a Taylor. It's an 816. It's rosewood and Sitka, and it sounds good in its own right. And I could probably get away just miking it and using the system. But I also use the Tonewood amp, which is an effects box that attaches to your guitar. It does a lot of neat things that I'm not going to go into, but if you want to learn more about it, you can hit me up on Facebook or send me an email, Jimmy at jimmyplaysguitar.com, and I can explain all what this thing does and how you can use it. And if you're interested, you can find a link on my Facebook page that'll get you $25 off the cost of this, and also sends me $25. So it's a $50 savings. And I get part of that too. So as a sponsored Tonewood artist, that helps me out immensely if you decide you want one of these. But aside from that, it's like a preamp. It adds some effects, but even more so, it sends the guitar signal out of the pickups into my iPad, and I have some apps over here running to include MIDI guitar, and this converts my guitar's analog sound into a digital sound, and then ports it over to this app, which is called Sample Tank, and it applies MIDI instruments that matches all the notes I play on the guitar. And then I also use an instance of GarageBand because that adds some polish to the effects on controls that I don't have in Sample Tank. Anyway, it wraps it all back up, sends it back to MIDI guitar, which then translates it from digital back to an audio signal, and it goes into the second port on the Tonewood amp, which then sends it out through the PA. So that's why I can show you the difference. So this is just the straight guitar mic'd, and it sounds pretty good. But then when I add in all the effects, it gets this. Go.
Dougie's with me. I think you lost me a little while ago.
I apologize. I am super geeky and nerdy about it. I love to share it. If you're interested in this setup, I have helped a handful of people copy what I'm doing because I don't need to be the only one doing it. It's not super expensive, and the result is hopefully amazing. I think it is, and I've heard other people say that as well. So,
well, you just sort of undermined my next talking point, which was going to be that, well, this stuff isn't all free. So keep in mind that jimmyplaysguitar.com is also accepting tips at jimmyplaysguitar.com/tip-jar. The link's there, and it's in the comments and everything like that. And of course, your presence is just so very welcome. Click that share button.
Yes, please.
Make sure you're saying hi in the comments.
Yeah, if you're on, say hi, and if you have any questions, please send them to Rob, and he'll field them to me, and it's just, I appreciate you being here, and share the video if you can.
Oh, you got a couple more Twitchlings tuning in. Glad to have you. What's you got next?
I kind of lost my way.
Is it a 2020 Mask Gold winner in the instrumental category?
Why, yes, it is, Rob. This is why we prep. Gotta have a plan.
I'm there for you.
Awesome, man. Yes, this is the 2020 Mask Gold Instrumental Song winner, and I guess it's the 37th annual Mask Awards. So, I mean, the cool thing is for me, bit of trivia, I've won gold 2 years in a row in the instrumental category. I won last year for my song Air of Autumn, and this year for my song Lemoyne, all off my very first album. Songs grow, and if you know me, the songs are never finished being written. They're just ideas that continue to grow. And when this song won, I'm like, well, I just can't play it the way it was on the album, so I got to add a bunch of stuff to it. So that's what I've done. So here we go. This is the song Lemoyne. Hope you like it. Thank you, Rob. Thank you,
Lovely.
Larry.
Gold in
appreciate
the
that.
instrumental category of Mid-Atlantic Song Contest this year.
Yes.
Last year, I guess, right?
Hey, you won a gold one too.
I did too. I did.
In
And you asked me to
the,
play it even.
I did. I want you to play it. This is Rob's gold-winning song out of the Freedom category.
Totally freaking different mood.
Yeah, but it's good, man. Music doesn't all have to sound the same. That's what makes it great. Speaking of which, how many people either won an award, won their category, or was honorable mentions that frequent your open mic?
I don't know, and actually, I should check into that because it's actually it's wonderful.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm like amazed by the sheer talent of people that frequent our little gang.
Well,
Dougie's got
I mean,
another request down the mountain.
Just to say, off the top of my head, it was myself. Rob won gold in his category. His bandmate Heather Aubrey Lloyd
Won another gold.
won gold, and I think John Pfeiffer placed.
An honorable mention in the category of hip hop.
Yeah, yeah, right. You have to come to the VUM and check out John Pfeiffer. He knows all the chords, all the notes, writes the most wonderful music. It just is incredible, and then wins the R&B or places in the R&B category. It's just super awesome. And he flies on the tightrope, so that's kind
Jill
of cool.
Matundin, thanks, Sue. You're catching
Jill,
us out.
yeah, she placed. That was really cool. A lot. There's not that many categories, so I'm just saying. Rob's open mic.
Yeah, it's not a bad percentage at all. Jill Matundin, I'm presenting her with Institute of Musical Traditions in a couple weeks. And then I tried to just skate this by that we were playing together at the Spring Fest at the Refuge. But people demanded to know more, and I don't know a lot more actually. I don't even know that that's going to be like widely available to people, but that's going to be April 24th.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember where it is in Maryland. It's in rural Maryland someplace, and
Isn't it? It's down in Woodstock, right?
down in Woodstock. That sounds likely. That sounds like where his address. We shipped him a bunch of our Iliami branded hand sanitizer,
Yeah.
so I had his address in front of me at some point. But
Yeah, it's down in Woodstock. So, without further ado, this is Rob Hinkle playing his 2020 winning category in the gold, winning gold in the category for Freedom. And the name of this song is called Uneven. It's great.
all right, mute you out, solo me, and yeah, I'm a little different animal than Jimmy, but oh, that's all the reverb. Sorry, that was my Jimmy Stewart setting. We'll never give them time to think. They should answer quick. Just shine that bright white light in their face. You know, only liars ever take time to think and never give them cash. 'Cause in God we trust. If you do, you best keep their change. A self-made man wouldn't ever need it. Never give them anything. You better make them work. 'Cause idle hands and best intentions, that's a white man's perk. The devil's been building something, a Walmart down at the crossroads. I hear the devil, he gave us Mexico. Build a big wall just to keep him down in his hole, and I guess that wall is built for demons and animals and thugs. It sure ain't built for people, man. You walk 4,000 miles, the wall won't even slow you down. We never gave them anything. They had to get to work. 'Cause idle hands hands and best intentions. That's a white man's perk. Now we got a different brand of martyr. And people down on their knees. They're not praying for redemption. They're praying we'll let them breathe. For the savior, he promised bright white cities filled with gold, but now there's fresh paint on blood in Washington, glistening in yellow in the middle of the road. And I don't buy your God can't hear you just cause you can't get into church. Though I guess it is the devil who promises knowledge, and omnipresent really is quite a very long word. And I can see these words from heaven along with everything we've done. I can live with most of my decisions, man. I think you're gonna burn for this one. We never gave them anything. They had to get to work. It's idle hands and best intentions. Well, that's a white man's perk. We got a different brand of martyr. People down on their knees. I think we're way past redemption. We're going to let them breathe.
Hey, you got me back.
Yeah, take me a sec.
No worries. Dude, I love that song.
Thanks, man.
It drives. It really does, man. I wish I could play like you.
I think the world in which you play like you and I play like me and we can play together will just work just fine for me.
Yeah, they overlap just enough to make
enough.
it good. Yeah, that's for true,
Hey, thanks
man.
out there. So my name is Rob Hinkle, and I host an open mic. I run my own band called Iliami, and I'm just so grateful that we can bring together so many familiar names out in the audience, and so many of you are just amazing performers, amazing singer-songwriters. Thank you so very, very much for being here for Jimmy tonight.
Yes, thank you all so much.
That was another Mask Gold winner. We're going to be playing together in April.
Yeah.
But you've got so much new music recently. We've both been writing a lot.
Yeah.
What's Klamath Falls makes me think it's Klingon, but it's not. Tell me about this song. It could be.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty old song. It's been around for a few years. I have yet to record it, but
it says new song on the list.
Yeah, it is. It's new to everyone here, mostly.
Gotcha.
You know how they are, man. You catalog them and bring them out every once in a while. I consider it new until it's recorded and released into the world. So
that works for me.
Yeah, man.
You working on a new album?
I am. It's all coming together between the live show and recording that. Not only the audio, so you can have the music from the live show, but the CD or DVD will also have a video of the live show. It's going to be about 2 hours long, and that is release number 3 for me.
Wow.
Jimmy Stewart live from X, wherever that is.
Nice. Well, yes. I mean, before we jump into the song, you've been doing a lot of live from X. Like, okay, I'm looking at these little bullet points, and I'm not even sure what some of these are. I know that you went on a trip down to Nashville recently, surprised our friend Roscoe Bino at his place in Nashville, Tennessee. Do you want to talk more about that? Music video on Facebook and YouTube? Tell me more.
Yes, I got the opportunity with my buddy Larry. We jumped in the camper and drove down to Nashville, and I met Robert Rass from Rass Guitars. He builds the most beautiful and looking and sounding guitars, and one in particular was made out of this wood called ancient Karai. It's 50,000-year-old wood, and I was just moved that you could do that. It's the oldest workable wood on the planet. It comes from New Zealand, and he made a guitar out of it. And I'm like, I want to play that guitar. And I wrote a song for it called The Gift of Time. Unfortunately, that's not on the set list tonight. You'll have to go to my Facebook page. But while I was there, I was able to record the song on this guitar. And with the production crew that he had, we drove to a beautiful spot just outside of Nashville and recorded this insane video that I'm super proud of. I mean, there were drones and multiple angle shots, and it was just a wonderful day. I'd never been exposed to anything like that. And those guys that do all that magic produced a video for me called The Gift of Time, and we got to send that out, and that lives in the world now. So go to my Facebook page, Jimmy Plays Guitar or Jimmy Stewart, and you can find that video on the internet. But back to this song, Klamath Falls. This is written about Klamath Falls, Oregon, and this is the music that comes out of that place. So, Klamath Falls. Sorry, it happens.
All right. Just go back to start. You know that? Oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm disgusted. Just beautiful, Jimmy. Just beautiful.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Klamath Falls is a beautiful place. If you've ever been there, you would know that. But certainly, go to the internet, check it out. I hope to get there one day. These are all places. That's how I found out about it, was the internet. So you just see these pictures and the music comes out. So
We got Cliff Davis tuning in. He mentions he'd like to know more about your rig. Now, we went through your rig pretty intensely a little while ago. So, Cliff,
yeah, we did.
This is going to be this will live up on the internet. You'll be able to go back and play back and listen to what you missed, including a pretty in-depth app by app and what the device is he's got on the back there and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Check that out. Oh man,
Cliff, you can also Cliff, you can send me an email at Jimmy@JimmyPlaysGuitar, and I have a library of content that I can change the name, paste it in the email, and send it to you. Tells you everything you need to do. So,
and even discounts
happy to do it.
Things, right? Nice.
Yeah, if you're seriously interested in buying one of these, I don't know that there's a better deal out there than to use my coupon code, get $25 off while they'll send me $25 in the process. So,
score.
Yeah, man, that's
it's
a
like
win-win.
It's like a tip, but you can also just do a tip at jimmyplaysguitar.com/tip-jar. There's links for Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App there, as well as all his merchandise, the 2 CDs that he's got available.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you in the third person at this point. That's just
I don't mind, man. As long as you're talking about me. Don't mind at all.
Susan
hey, let's do.
go ahead.
Let's do some of those requests, man. What's Susan got to say?
Oh, Susan was saying, I'm just a fan. I'm not a singer-songwriter or anything like that. But, man, aren't you the most important part of the whole audience is the people that are listening? Because without you, we wouldn't be doing any of this, you know?
Yes, thank you all for tuning in. It's just wonderful.
All right. You played Simpatico for Dougie.
I did.
Dougie also wants Down the Mountain, but I don't think he's going to get it yet because you played Simpatico for him, right? Ron Smith, though, wants Telluride.
Oh, okay. I can do Telluride. That's been a while. But
uh-oh. You think you can get it back in?
Oh yeah, man. You know, it is what it is.
Good luck. Ron Smith also says that when you screw up, it makes you human. So you feel free to just have your way with his
absolutely. That's one of the things about performing live is getting over the fact that you're going to make mistakes and you're human and it's just going to happen. So you just play through it and make what is it Rowan says? Make a stink face and call it jazz.
I don't think that's quite. I think stank face is supposed to be when you get it right, but yeah. And then if you got Down the Mountain in the chamber, Dougie's requesting that.
Oh, you bet, man. I can
do both
of those.
There was mention of how Jocelyn felt that Where I'm From should be her favorite, but I wasn't clear if that was a request.
Oh, well, thank you, Jocelyn. I don't know either. Yeah, I enjoy playing that one. That's a good one too. Yeah.
You think can you give us all three of those?
I can give you all three of those. Yes, absolutely. Here we go. This is Telluride. But yep, it is Telluride. I promise. Add a little bit more of that in there for this one. It needs it. Close enough.
Where's that stank face? Where's that stank face?
You got some right there. Sorry about that, Ron. How does that go? Okay, I'll figure
It's
it
like
out.
dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Just listen to the CD. That's how it's supposed to sound like.
CDs available at jimmyplaysguitar.com.
Yes, shipping included.
Ron Smith's taking it. He's happy.
Awesome, brother.
Man, we've actually got a bunch of requests coming in now. So I think you're already like maybe going to give Jocelyn Where I'm From, and maybe going to give Dougie Down the Mountain. We've also got Steph wondering about Buffalo Trace or No Tennessee Pudding. Or wait, no, I mean it's Buffalo Trace. No, Tennessee Pudding.
No, it's Buffalo Trace, or she doesn't make any more Tennessee Pudding.
You don't have a song called Tennessee Pudding?
I don't yet, but I might have to make one now.
That's just a damn crime.
Actually, I have a song out there that's not titled right now yet, so maybe that will be called Tennessee Pudding.
I'm into it.
All right. Well, let's see. I will try to pull off Where I'm From. I haven't played that one in a long time, but
and you know, I know we're playing more than you thought you were going to play. The venue's not closed, but you know, we'll see how much your fingers can take.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Something like that.
Something pretty close to that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That wasn't too bad. I haven't played that song in a long time, so yeah, you know.
We got
You gotta dig 'em up.
a lot of swirl out there about how much people miss live music.
Yeah.
And I was talking to another performer earlier today, setting up a show for her, and she said the thing she missed most was not necessarily the clapping, not necessarily the head nodding. We were talking about that, but those little shoe squeaks.
Oh,
She said
yeah?
she missed the sound of the audience shuffling, and missed the sound of imperfect silence.
Yeah. I miss that too, man. Just the energy is what that is. You miss the energy of a room.
So I
We'll
think
get
the
there,
audience,
Rob.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
absolutely. It's taken.
It's going to be amazing when we do, man.
I think the audience is missing the sound of the live performance, and I think it's, us as performers, we miss the sound of you, even when you're not clapping and hollering and yelling, whatever it is that you're yelling.
I think the biggest thing for me is the quality of the sound. By the time I do all of this to get it into the computer and get it out to your Facebook or your YouTube, there's so much you're not hearing now. And I invest a lot of time in creating that big sound. So I know it sounds okay, but I go back and listen to the videos, and there's just so much detail that you're not getting. I miss the live sound.
I was stunned by the resolution of true in-person sound a couple of weeks ago when I went and caught my friend Patty Reese. She was playing at a gazebo just before it got too cold to play out. And the feeling of not hearing sound, or hearing sound that was beyond 128 kbs.
Right?
Like, whoa! What is this madness? Here. Let me help you. I know you're missing T-Volve, so let me. Where's the clanky sound?
Yeah.
Maybe like some things clanking together.
The dishes dropping
on my QC. Clang, clang, and also.
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Yep. That was the cappuccino machine. Yeah.
All right,
love
you
that.
play another one of these requests. I've got to wipe some coffee off of my QSC board right now before things go to hell.
Oh my God! You did all that for me.
All for you.
Right. Let's see that other. I'll go ahead and do Dougie's. I know he wants to hear it Down the Mountain, and that one's kind of fresh, so I'll go ahead and do that one. Here's to you, Dougie. Down the Mountain. Thank you. And if I ever want Tennessee pudding again, thanks, folks. I'm going to have to play Buffalo Trace. So this goes out to my very, very good friend, Stephanie Coots, sitting in my living room, watching me on a big screen. Here we go. Thanks, man.
Big ending.
Yes,
That's my favorite kind.
I've got one more song, man. That's not.
You got one more song in you? Okay, cool. I could
Yeah.
throw you a bunch of requests, but yeah, I think it's probably time to call it a night.
We're getting there, man. Yeah, I want to thank you all for coming out and joining me this evening. I appreciate it. Please like and share the video and throw it out to your friends and encourage them if they like it to do the same thing. That's what helps me build opportunity across all the social medias and gets my name out there. And that's how we do it, through your help. So the last song, Rob, I want to play for you is called Old Cheese. I mean, Be More.
Oh. Hey!
The first time I told Rob that I finally wrote a song about Be More, he called it Old Cheese. So I don't know what that means, but there's a joke in there somewhere.
I don't think that's what I said, but I'm going to go with it for right now.
All right. Well, we'll get our story straight and get back to you guys on the next live
dog,
stream.
Maybe. Wet dog.
There you go.
It's not getting any better, is it?
It really isn't. So we're just going to go with it.
That's a good plan.
All right, man. So Rob asked me a long time ago, because I write a lot of music about places. It's visual music, which is part of the whole building of the live show, to show you what's going on in my head when I'm writing these songs. But he always asks, well, how come you've never written a song about Baltimore? And I don't know, you can't plan these things. They just kind of happen. So I finally did write a song. It's called Be More. There's a lot of wordplay in the title and all the other good stuff. But what I really want to say is mostly about this song is it's kind of a prayer for me to be more and be. Baltimore is not a perfect city. It's had its problems, and it can be more because there's a lot of grit in that city. The other thing I want to say about this song is I never felt tied to Baltimore. It's just a place I live outside of and kind of work in and around. But this last year of being isolated at home and playing with all my friends on Rob's open mics who are literally Baltimore. It's not that I didn't like Baltimore, it's actually worse. I didn't even consider it. And now that I have a much bigger appreciation because of the folks that I get to play with, the folks that I know in and around that live in Baltimore. That's what really is Baltimore. So
we have an amazing cross section or a cross pollination of arts here. I don't know of any other city where you would have gone to one place and been able to play along with a Native American flute player and a beatboxer all in one night. And that just, the hip-hop community and the folk community and the rock community and everything crosses over in Baltimore in a way that it doesn't do in other places.
That's very true.
And, your music has been something that's been accessible and yet challenging enough to so many other artists that you have created one of those nexuses, where people want to they want to cross their music with your music. And that's something that is so much broader in Baltimore than I see in Chicago or that I see in LA or that I see in other cities that I've played, where you might have had a couple of other guitarists join you in one place, or maybe the mandolin player and the string bass player, but here it's just so broad what you can have.
It really is. And that's what Baltimore is for me now. It's the community of musicians that I've come to know and love, and where anything can happen on a stage at any time between, like you said, beatboxers and electronic music and my guitar and somebody just reciting poetry over one of my songs. All of that has happened. Native American flute with Dave Benham. That you can go to my YouTube channel and see a few of those where he's joined in. So this song is about me being more and appreciation the place and the people where I'm at right now. And here you go, Baltimore. Be more.
Jimmy
Thank you,
Stewart.
buddy. Thank you all so much for coming out. Man, thanks so much, Rob. It means a lot to me that you like that.
It
Really
means a lot
does.
that you would ask me to do something like this. Closing out a little bit of bookkeeping. JimmyPlaysGuitar.com. Find
Yes.
the albums there. Find links to his YouTube, his Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook, please click follow, click like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Well, mash the subscribe button on Twitch.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow whatever you can do there. And of course, if you got a little something, JimmyPlaysGuitar.com/tip-jar. It's up there on the screen right now. That will get you links to his Cash App, to his Venmo, to his PayPal, all that good stuff. And
Try to make it easy for you.
he tries to make it easy. And then
I
he
do.
makes the guitar oh so hard. It's so beautiful.
Man,
Jimmy,
thank
I'm going
you.
to turn things over to you to say goodnight. And thank you for letting me do this for you.
Yes, thanks, man. Thank you, Rob, for all the wonderful support, brother. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. It has been my honor and pleasure to play you my tunes, the songs that I wrote for you. I sure hope you enjoy them. Again, like, subscribe, share. Not required, but always appreciated. If you feel like leaving a tip here and there, that'd be awesome too. So with that, good night, stay safe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Good night.